Hey friends. So I know it's been a while and I do apologize for the very sporadic posting. That was not my intention. When I sought to create this YouTube channel, I really wanted to be one of the people who said what they were going to do and did what they said. And that just didn't turn out to be what happened. And I feel like it was impossible for me to know that that was how this was going to happen. I had a rough couple months because of health reasons, and then I guess just because I was so tired and mentally drained from dealing with physical issues that the months of September and October just completely became useless to me. So going into November, I should have had a monthly reset for you guys, and you guys can consider this our monthly reset just because I'm doing some housekeeping. I definitely encourage you guys to watch because you'll learn a lot about the future of this channel, and if you're new here, you'll know what you're subscribing to if you want to subscribe to this channel. I'm going to go through a couple things, namely how I plan on getting out of this slump that I'm in. I periodically get into slumps, usually after a stressful time in my life, and a kidney stone plus a hurricane were pretty stressful, so I'm not surprised that I'm in a slump. But be that as it may, it did affect me to the point I wasn't able to complete Drawtober, which made me really sad. I can still, and I'll be honest, I really don't feel like finishing it. I just want to move on. So next year, hopefully I'll be in a better headspace that I can do it. I think May, which is in May, might be a good opportunity to see if I can try something. And I do know that other months have like month-long challenges, so I might look into those. But for now, I don't think I'll be completing Drawtober. I'll still post what I have so far, which is the first prompt, and it was 2 images. I still stand by what I said in that video about how to prepare for an art challenge. I think if I had actually gone through with it, like September, I was really inspired and excited to do Drawtober, and then October hit and it just didn't work. So if you guys are in a slump like me, these are some things I'm gonna try implementing. I picked 5 like overarching goals that I want to do, and I actually got this isn't like something new or some new idea. My therapist, yes, I go to therapy because therapy is important. She actually we're doing this for my personal life, so I figured for my art life, which is YouTube and social media and also being an artist, I figured I'd implement the same practice. So I came up with 5 overarching goals that I really want to do, and then I listed kind of what I plan on doing, like small little things underneath those umbrella goals. I think if you guys practice the same thing, it'll be helpful. Obviously, these have to be broken further down into small goals that I can complete in like a week or a month, for example. But I figured I'll start with the more broad scope and tell you what I'm planning on doing and what I plan for the future of this channel. Let me get my little iPad. So my 5 overarching goals are kind of geared towards different parts of my art business. There's the actual art creating, and then there's the actual like social media aspect, and then there's also the educational aspect because I am trying to improve as an artist. My first goal is to focus on art, specifically making art more and traditional paintings. I actually really enjoy painting with acrylic. I would like to learn oil, but if I could even just go back to painting acrylic once in a while, that would make me so happy. I just love putting a canvas like in front of me, painting and having some music on. It just makes me relax. It's comfortable. I just think it's a good thing to bring back. And also I think I was focusing too much on the social media aspect of starting this whole thing and not enough on the art aspect, because I'll be honest, I'm not posting on Instagram mostly because I don't have art to post, because I haven't been working on anything, which I miss it. The other thing I want to do is finish my sketchbook before the end of the year, and this is still a goal of mine. I have 2 months to do it, and I think I can do it. I just have to put some rules in place, and I want to learn new ways of sketching, so that kind of goes in the same goal. So I'll go over how I plan on doing that and what that means. I want to continue my art education. I still have my subscription to New Masters Academy, and I actually want to use it because I'm paying for it. I want to post more on social media, not just YouTube. So I'll talk more about what that means for the channel and as well as other platforms I'm looking into. but that is a goal of mine. I want to be more interactive with the artist community in a broader scope, but also in the community I'm trying to forge, which obviously impacts you guys. So I'll talk more about that later on in the video. Now I want to kind of go over each goal and what it kind of means and what I'm trying to do within those goals, like how I'm trying to accomplish them. The first one was I want to make more art, and make more art in the sense that I'm focusing on traditional work too. So I have a couple things listed. I want to participate in more art challenges, especially traditionally, because I think that would improve my skills as well as give me more to post for you guys. And I actually do enjoy doing the art challenges. So whether that be draw this in your styles or prompts or whatever people put out for the month, or if there's a theme, those kinds of things, I would love to participate in more of them. I don't have like a concrete goal. I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 a month, or if it's like a longer challenge, you know, 1 a month. I also want to do more fan art, because when I was younger, I used to do a lot of fan art and I just miss it. And I feel like I'd be more inspired by things I actually like, you know, like TV shows I watch, or I do read webcomics that I like. So those kinds of things. Drawing original characters. So one of my interests besides art is writing. I like a good story. I like reading good stories. I like writing good stories, and obviously you need characters. I mean, I'm sure you could write a story without characters, but I have a lot of original character ideas and I would love to actually draw some of them. And again, it's an interest of mine. It's combining interests, which should make me more inspired to do things, because it's art that I want to do and I like to do. I also want to consume more art. And I know a lot of people talk about how that stifles creativity, but I don't find it stifles mine. If anything, when I'm scrolling through Instagram and I'm looking at pictures, well, now it's mostly reels, but I just get inspired. I want to create something that inspires the same sort of feelings, I guess, that I get when I look at certain works. It's not just Instagram. I want to start looking at some of the masters as well, because I think it's good to have art from multiple sources, not just from the internet, if that makes sense. It inspires me more to create, seeing what others have created. I want to do a traditional painting a month, and it doesn't have to be acrylic. I'm even thinking gouache is fine, or watercolor, something traditional. This actually works out perfectly for November and part of December, because I'm actually giving my brother a gift for Christmas. He already knows about it, so if he's watching this, I'm not revealing what I'm giving to him. But basically, I'm doing a painting of our dog, and I do plan on doing some videos based on that. I want to document this because the dog I'm painting, we actually don't have anymore. She passed away a year and a half ago. Back when I was living in New Jersey, we had a place near my house that did like a sip and paint kind of thing. While I will admit I did not do the underlying sketch, I did do the painting of my dog, because they had offered you can send in a picture of your pet and they would do the sketch and provide the paint, and you just had to pay, you know, for the experience. I want to do another one, probably not the exact same thing because I want to try something different, but definitely the same subject, my dog Crystal. And that moves on to take a painting course or class. Specifically, I'm thinking oil and sketching, like actually learning how to sketch for a larger painting, because I'll tell you right now, as I said, I didn't do the sketch for that dog painting. I've done sketches for painting before, and I always find them difficult. Translating something I did in a sketchbook onto a canvas for me is a lot harder than I guess in my mind I thought it would be. So I want to learn how to better do that. The other thing I want to do is make my workspace more inspiring. So if you guys haven't watched some of my earlier videos, I did mention that I currently live in a space that my father owns. Because of that, it's not really mine, which is fine. But for now, I'm working in like a limited capacity as far as like how I can decorate, and that, again, I'm not upset about that. I just think I need to do something about my desk area just a little bit to make it again a little more inspiring and organized, which makes me more likely to want to make art. So kind of going off of that, I want to finish my sketchbook and learn new ways of sketching. So that was the second overarching goal. My plan to do that is to watch more sketchbook tours as well as sketch with me videos. So if you guys know of any or have videos of your own that you would like to share, please share them. I love watching those kinds of videos. I don't know if that's something you guys like, but those are one of my favorite kinds of videos to watch when it comes to art. As I said, looking at other people doing what you should be or want to be doing is inspiring. I also like hearing their thought processes behind what they're doing. So I just think it's a good way to inspire more sketchbook art. I'm also going to set aside time each week to sketch. I haven't decided how much time. I think I might start off easy on myself and just make it an hour a week and then eventually maybe go up to 2. But I don't want to put too much pressure on myself in the beginning because I'd rather slowly increase the amount than start off with this huge amount and never actually do it. I don't want to disappoint myself in that regard. The other thing I'm going to do, which I haven't been doing, is keep my sketchbook accessible. So I want to keep it out on my desk instead of in a drawer, and that way, you know, it's there, it's staring at me. So maybe if I feel inspiration suddenly, I can just flip it open and grab a drawing implement and start drawing. I also want to take a sketchbooking class or course. I think it could be a fun course to do. So again, if you guys know of any, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do some research. I think I know of a couple I can look at. I also have a book, which I'll share with you guys. It was actually by Minnie Small. I don't know the name of the book off the top of my head. I'll link it down below though. She released a sketchbook art book with exercises you can do in your sketchbook. So I'm going to post a link down below to that video as well as to the sketchbook itself on Amazon. I don't have affiliate links, so I don't get any money from it if you buy it. It's not something that helps me out, but you would be helping out Minnie Small. The other thing I want to do is start actually sketching in my sketchbook for larger projects, specifically the one I'm going to be doing for my brother's Christmas gift. So I tend to sketch digitally, and while that's fine and good and dandy, I think I want to start sketching traditionally more. I do like sketching digitally because, as I said in previous videos, it is easier to modify and you don't have to erase and worry about the paper and is this mark going to show up even though I just erased it, that sort of thing. But what I'm thinking of doing is basically traditionally sketching and then editing that sketch in Procreate or whatever. And then we come to our next overarching goal, which is to continue my art education. I don't really have like a long-term goal. Like, it's not like I'm trying to get a degree or anything, so I'm not going to be too strict on myself about this, but it is something that I want to do. I'm going to be watching more YouTube videos. That's the thing. I've noticed I haven't been watching enough like artist YouTube videos lately, and I think that's also been kind of contributing to me not wanting to really do art or feeling inspired to do art. So I'm gonna be watching more YouTube videos because I learn things and I get inspired by watching other art YouTubers. So again, if you guys have any recommendations, leave them down below. I have a couple people in mind, so I'll be going probably on their channels. I want to finish the Beginner's Guide to Drawing course on New Masters Academy. I started it a while back. I got maybe about halfway through. So I want to finish it because then I can move on to another course in their library. And as I said, I'm paying for New Masters Academy. I should actually use it. And then I want to take fun courses. So I do have a Skillshare account that I'm subscribed to. I also have a couple of courses I bought off of Proco as well as Domestika. So I think I should start looking into actually doing some more fun courses. My eye's been on that gouache course for a while, so I'll probably be doing that. And if you want videos about any of this stuff, let me know. I'm happy to do them. The next and fourth overarching goal, to post more on social media. So this is including Instagram, YouTube, and possibly some other places that I'm looking at. I'm not too sure about Twitter with Elon Musk acquiring it recently, but see how that goes. I'm looking at TikTok because I can at least post reels to TikTok as well as shorts here. So let me know if you guys are okay with some YouTube shorts or if you'd be interested in watching some of them. And then I was actually looking at Tumblr. I don't know, is Tumblr dead? Is it? I don't know. You guys tell me. Are you guys still on Tumblr? I am, but not like I would say as much as I was as a teenager. I'm curious. So I'm gonna actually change my posting schedule, and this is the big deal thing about this video, and I hope you watch this long because again, this is kind of about the future of this channel. So I'm no longer going to be posting Wednesdays and Saturdays. That's changing. I'm going to be posting for a while just on Sundays. So one video a week on Sunday. That's to help me ease back into doing this as well as still do all the other things I'm doing and planning to do. And then eventually my hope is to also start posting on Fridays. And this just makes it easier because Saturday I basically have a full day to record and edit a video for Sunday. When I eventually start posting on Fridays, I can record videos on Sunday or Monday and then have basically the whole week to edit until Friday morning. So I just thought it was better. But if you guys are on different times, let me know when you guys are on YouTube and watching it, because I find that fascinating. But it's hard to tell because every community is different on YouTube. So let me know. But that's the plan. 1 video a week, Sundays for a while. Eventually it'll go back to 2, and Friday would be my second day. The other thing I want to do is post more regularly on Instagram. So my plan to do that is to have 1 dedicated day a week that I post on Instagram, maybe 2. My hope is if I'm making more art, I can post more art on Instagram and share it with you guys. So if you don't follow me over on Instagram, I would consider it, because I'm going to be posting art there that I might not make videos about on here. So just an FYI, it's in the description box down below, the link to my Instagram. So I'm planning on maybe posting Thursdays or Saturdays over on there. And if I plan on doing 2 days eventually, it's going to be Thursdays and Saturdays. So I also want to bundle my content and post cross-platform. So I want like 1 piece of artwork, for example, to give me multiple avenues of content. So, you know, if I record it, I have potentially raw footage for a YouTube video or a short or Reels or TikTok. I want to take pictures of it for Instagram. And if I had a shop, I would use it for prints or something like that, but I don't have a shop and I don't plan on having one for a while because I just don't think I'm there yet, but just a thought. And I want to research other platforms as well as content creation. Right now I've been doing a deep dive in Instagram. I've already done a deep dive into YouTube before I started this YouTube channel. I still watch videos about art channels, but also about creating a successful channel in general. So if you guys want to learn more about that stuff, I have thought of making videos in the future about what I've learned. I also want to get some helpful tech. So Christmas is coming up. I'm hoping with Black Fridays we'll have some deals. The plan is to get a vlogging camera. The reason why I want to get a vlogging camera is it's just easier than me always doing my phone. And it also gives me 2 cameras I can record with instead of just the 1 phone camera. I also keep wondering where my phone is. So and then turns out I'm recording. So I just think it'll be easier for me. The other thing I want to get, which is a cheaper investment, is a different iPhone tripod. So that's also on my list of things to get. You don't need fancy tech to start as a content creator, just an FYI. It just makes things easier if you can afford it. So I've been saving up a little bit each month and hopefully I can get something soon. And then I want to create a list of ideas for content. So not just YouTube videos, but also short form content. What kind of things you guys would like to see in YouTube Shorts, Reels, or TikToks. And my last overarching goal is to connect with the art community on here and on Instagram and in other places if I decide to go cross-platform to some other social media sites. Part of the reason I did this whole YouTube and social media thing is because I want to, you know, get to know people that are doing the same thing as me or are in some capacity doing the same thing as me. So other artists. And I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're an artist. Drop a comment down below. Again, I love following my followers just to see what you guys are up to and what kind of art you guys like to do. The other thing is it helps me kind of figure out what you guys are looking for when you come to my channel. So the ways I plan on doing this is commenting and interacting more with other artists' posts that I follow, either on Instagram or on here, as I'm gonna be watching more YouTube videos. So I'm going to be interacting with more YouTube artists, and my plan is to be on Instagram more so I can be inspired by other artists and consume more art from people who are not necessarily great masters, but, you know, make art that makes me feel things. The other thing I want to do is respond to comments you guys post. So if you guys ever comment on any of these videos, I'm going to be doing my best for as long as I can to answer every comment that comes on in a timely manner. But if I ever get to a point where I can't, I still plan on reading them. So, but for now I can comment on every single comment you guys post, and I will. So if you have any ideas, want to tell me any things you want to see, or have recommendations of any kind, please consider commenting. I know I said this multiple times in this video, but it helps me out. It also allows me to engage and get to know you guys more and make this channel more geared towards what you guys want. Also, while you're down there, consider giving this video a like if you really liked it. It helps this video get seen by more people. And and it helps our community grow. If you are a new person and you're seeing me for the first time, or maybe you saw me once before but didn't hit that subscribe button for whatever reason, maybe consider it this time. As I said, I'm going to be posting once a week on Sundays and eventually going back to twice a week. So a couple future things that I do want to tell you guys about, that because I'm looking long term what I want to do for my community as it is growing. I have, I believe at the time I'm filming this, 82 subscribers on here and about 69 followers on Instagram. Not big at all, but bigger than I anticipated in at least this period of time. And I really appreciate each and every one of you, which is why I want to create more stuff for you guys. At some point, I do plan on hosting a Draw This in Your Style. I don't know if it's going to be a combination thing between YouTube and Instagram, or if I reach a certain milestone. It will probably be when I reach a certain milestone. I just don't know what that milestone is going to be yet. I also want to make more videos about behind the scenes stuff, because I know it's helpful when I see that sort of video for an art channel. So things about Instagram, things about what I'm doing to grow my audience, things about how I'm trying to improve my art skills, also art business once I actually start making some money, but that's not going to be for a bit. Just those kinds of things. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. And I definitely want to do more homework vlogs for you guys, because I know at least one of you requested more. So it's on my radar. I did not forget. It'll happen, especially now that I'm doing more art education. I was wondering if you guys would be interested in more monthly challenge list videos like the one I had for October. I'd be happy to find some Draw This in Your Styles or prompts challenges for each month and do like a short video on them and tell you a bit about them. So if that's something you guys would be interested in, let me know. I want to do a video on artists that inspire me, both on social media and present day, as well as old masters. So I might split them into 2 videos, but depends what I end up recording, but I do want to do that video soon. I also want to do videos on my research for Instagram and Reels. That's another video I was thinking of making, because I am taking a lot of notes and I want to point you guys into some directions that it might help you grow your own Instagram accounts. At some point, I do want to create a Discord. I don't think we're quite there yet, but I think it would be fun, because then I can talk to you guys about different things. Discord, and it's more casual. You don't have to post a huge, not huge comment, but it's more casual. I would be more active on there, and you guys can see when I'm online and around. So that's another reason I was thinking of doing a Discord at some point. I also want to ask you guys about live streams and Twitch. Are those things you guys would be interested in? I would love to do some live streams of like sketching with me on the weekends, if that's something you guys would be wanting to watch. Or draw with me. I know Twitch is also pretty popular for that sort of thing, so let me know. And then kind of a next year goal is to create a zine. I'm thinking if I do sell it, some of the proceeds would go to, it would be a very cheap price, but I would say probably half the proceeds would go to charity or something like that. I'm thinking of gearing it towards animals, because I feel passionate about animals, especially those that are endangered and losing their habitats. So if that's something you guys would be interested in, I know I must have said that a bajillion times. Someone should count how many times I said interested in, let me know, inspired in this video. If you guys count that, leave it down below. But I just figured, again, it might be something that I could share with you guys. And that's pretty much it as far as my little reset / home housekeeping video. I guess that's what this is. It's me trying to get out of a slump and be better organized about this and start to get back to where I was. If you guys want to come along with that journey, you can. All right, so thanks for watching. Have a nice day, guys, and I'll see you next week.